So I've noticed this trend. It's not a new trend. It's been around for a while. But yeah, it caught my attention when I was, because I myself watch short form content from time to time just to veg out. I don't want to think. I just want some entertainment, right? It's that quick dopamine. That's why I do long form and not short form, because they serve two different purposes. And I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to provide valuable information, and I want an audience that can consume long form content. Hence why I do long form. So, but yeah, it's this trend where there's some women that they deliberately they dress in ways designed to draw their attention to their bodies. And then what they do is they sit in their car or wherever they are. They film themselves in said revealing clothing, and then they proceed to publicly scold and shame men for noticing them and looking. And while they're saying this on camera, they're literally bouncing after every sentence and making everything, gyrate and jiggle. And obviously, she knows what she's doing. That's intentional. Duh. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. You know where there's a link, right? But real quick, I mean, what I do find contradictory is that modern women, feminists, they lament about the male gaze, right, in movies especially, and a lot of these women they're on OF, they're dressing provocatively, they're not acting like a lady, creating the very thing that they're supposedly against, right? But hey, I thought you were I thought it was empowering. What? It's so confusing. It's just there's this cognitive dissonance, this double think. But yeah, I mean, girls they do this all the time. They encourage each other to dress however they want, and it's usually pretty revealing stuff that they're putting on. And yeah, these women, they're not going into Lululemon and walking up to the person that's working there and being like, "Hey, do you have any clothing that won't draw attention to me?" I mean, give me a break. These women, while they say they do it for themselves, they don't. They don't. They do it for attention. They do it for male attention. But that's the thing, is they're only mad about it if it's an unattractive dude giving them the attention. Then it's harassment. But that's, of course, that's all I have to say about that. So moving on from that, but every form of dress, it sends a signal. And if you deny that, you're lying. I mean, that's the whole point of fashion, to make a statement, right? A fashion statement. I mean, for example, a business suit. It says something. It says you're professional, you're powerful, you're confident, you're elegant. Gym clothes, they say something too. What kind of gym bro are you? What kind of gym chick are you? Right? There's different styles that where people go to the gym depending on what kind of lifter you are, right, bro? Some dudes they wear tank tops, other dudes they wear hoodies with the shorts. They have different getups. Some of them have the big headphones that they wear around their head when they're not listening to music. They put them around their head. It makes it look like they have one of those helmets that's trying to reshape their cranium, right? The one that babies wear sometimes. But some guys have their earbuds in, right? So yeah, men clothing, it says something too, ladies, or other women. There's not a lot of ladies out there, but that's the thing. Revealing clothing, it really says something. It doesn't just say it; it screams it. It screams, "I'm highlighting this part of my body. I want this to be noticed, and I'm putting this on display." And now, of course, this is where you connect it to OF culture, right? There's a reason so many of the women who make these viral stop looking videos, they turn out to be content sellers, right? These content creators. Attention is their product, right? Their attention, their body, it's a product. And eyes are the funnel, and the outrage is the hook. They need men to look. All men. They also need men to feel guilty for looking. And that emotional tension, it keeps the machine running. It's, because no attention means no money. And yeah, it's a very clever marketing tactic. But yeah, I mean, I want to do a quick PSA to all you dudes that are subscribed to these women and giving them attention and your money. A lot of it, some of you, stop doing that, dude. I know me saying this isn't gonna, maybe it might stop a few of you guys, I'm not sure. But dude, what you're doing is you're creating massive inflation and distortions in the dating market. Knock it off, you gooners. Okay, all right. Anyways, but yeah, it's one of the many marketing campaigns that these women use to get these said gooners to that do look and will pay to see more. And so, but yeah, these men that are subscribing, they're not going to get these women. These women are attracted to the guys that don't subscribe. That's the whole thing. And it's not, and the women, the men that they're attracted to, they like their attention in person. They don't consider it harassment. Whereas if the gooner that subscribes does the gooning in real time, yeah, they would consider that harassment because you're not attractive and you're creepy. But yeah, I mean, dude, when someone wears tight, revealing clothing, making exaggerated movements, and then they film themselves while griping at dudes not to look, they're doing two things at once. The first thing that they're doing is, well, they're triggering an instinct on purpose, of course. They know what their bouncing does. And then two, they're harvesting reactions like a vampire, an attention vampire. And what does that do? Well, that creates this contradiction, and that contradiction, it creates views and comments and debate and shares and engagement and videos like the one that I'm making right now. So I guess we'll just lump this in with debate and engagement, I suppose. And of course, more income for these women and myself now, because this video will be monetized. But yeah, it's a strategy, obviously, because it works. Men are simple creatures. We're visual creatures. They know this, and they leverage that biological fact. And that's the thing, is they benefit from it, but yet they hate it so much. It's a crazy contradiction. But here's reality for you. Men didn't invent attraction. We didn't program our eyes. It's basic human wiring. Regardless of sex, male or female, if something is placed front and center, well, by God, people will notice it and they will look. That's how vision works. And yes, men are attracted to beautiful women. We are. That's just more of that pesky human wiring. Pesky biology. Yes, the female body, the female form is beautiful. But do you know what else is beautiful? Modesty. Modesty is beautiful. There is nothing more attractive than a beautiful woman who is modest, and not just in the way that she dresses, but also in the way that she acts and conducts herself in public and in private. If most men were given the option of leaving this immodest world for a modest one, they would. Not all of them. Some of the gooners, they like it here, but the rest of us, we don't. That's what so many men want. They want ladies back. Ladies without their traumas tatted all over them and piercings all over their face. Without bull rings and green and blue hair. Bring back the natural hues. And now, here's the thing. If there's any ladies listening, or women listening, whatever, I'm not saying that men are angels. We're not. We aren't angels. All right? Are there contradictions in things that we do versus what we say? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's all kinds of dudes. There's all kinds of chicks. Do we still have some real ones out there that got it together? Oh yeah, we do, but not enough. That's the issue. There's just a lot of us that are looking around and seeing what's unfolding in this crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs world, and just pointing it out with the position of, dude, are you guys seeing this right now? I mean, forget all the cleavage out there. Are you dudes seeing this right now? Is this real life? Is this where we're heading? Where is this heading? This isn't sustainable. And these OF models, they're just gonna go broke, just like most professional athletes do. And then what? Are these women gonna, like, what are they gonna do when they hit their 50s and their 60s and their 70s? Hopefully not OF. But I mean, I had way less anxiety watching the movie Idiocracy than I do looking at this world and what's going on. I mean, what that movie did was, I mean, yeah, a lot of people, they say it wasn't a movie, it was a documentary, and it's pretty accurate. There's a lot of parallels of what's going on. I mean, what that movie did was give somewhat of a roadmap as to where this is all going. Yeah, I mean, what's next? Are the evil corporations, are they going to deem water a threat to their profits and replace it with Prime? And then Logan Paul, he's going to run for president or something? What's next? My point is the amount of unintelligent things versus intelligent things on the internet is astounding. I feel like John from the movie They Live, and my eyes are like that pair of sunglasses that he discovers. They show me the way the world truly is, which is a gift and a curse. If you know, you know. But in closing, this culture, it thrives on unintelligence, immodesty, and finding creative ways to demoralize us and keep us divided and distracted from the bigger picture. And people, they constantly ask me for solutions to this in the comment section. I have zero solutions for this. This is way bigger than me or you. I can only be like John from They Live and get you to see.